Rob Wolchek, first guest on Roundabout Season 4. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
I know we've been talking about the decision, and you had talked about it for a number of years. Why now?
Well, I'm going to be 67, and I just thought, well, I want to, I don't want to leave too late. I don't know, I'm tired of working 5 days a week. There's no question about that. And I'm in pretty good shape and would like to, retire while I can still take walks and go places with my wife and kids and grandchild.
I know you got a lot of highlights
Yes.
in your career that we're going to try to get to during our ride here. But one that we shared together was when we stepped in the wrestling ring. This was, June, I think, 2024? How did you feel after that match? Because I remember you came in very nervous, and then after the match, you were like, man, that was a lot of fun.
No, it was super fun. I was nervous because I didn't want to get hurt.
Right.
And when you're there and you see these guys and they're young dudes and they're all, buffed out and muscular and
Right.
they're flipping each other around and all that, and I'm, I used to be a fairly tough guy, but I didn't want to get hurt. But my wife was nervous too. She was nervous for me before the match, because I told her, I said, I'm going to be wrestling in this thing. And she goes, well, you're not wrestling. She thought I was just like emceeing it or something. And then I had to tell her, no, I'm wrestling. And she's like all, at the time, I don't know what I was, 65 or something.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, you're crazy. You're not doing that. And I said, well, Brandon says I'm not going to get hurt and all of that.
I was right?
Well, yeah, my elbow was hurt from bashing all those dudes
you were,
in the head.
You were hitting dudes with the elbow, man.
Yeah, man, I was bashing dudes. It was fun. This couple didn't know he was unlicensed and uninsured.
You know what I love about watching your stories is when you confront a lot of people, it's not like you're going after them. You have a way of talking to people as if when they talk back to you, they pretty much know they've done something wrong.
I mean, it's all real what I do. So I talk to the victims and I really feel for them, and I want to talk to the person that cheated them. And I don't go in there saying, hey, you're a bad guy and you cheated all these people. And so I go in there and I'm like, what is going on with this? What happened? And I get them to talk because I do want to hear what they say.
Where did the
Urine, the
Hall of Shame come from?
So the Hall of Shame was here before me.
Okay.
But they used to have an anchor man just track them, and we had a producer that did them. And when I had started, I was just saying, and you're in the Hall of Shame, and Joe Blow, you're in the Hall of Shame. Then I was like, you're in the Hall of Shame, which I thought they would say like, boy, that's dumb. And instead they were like, oh, that's it. That was really good. People like to shout, Hall of Shame, Hall of Shame. So it's silly, it's ridiculous, but people like it.
When did you make the move to Detroit?
1997.
So you moved all the way across the country?
Yeah, I didn't know anybody here. This was just gonna be a stop on my career course. Thought I'd be here for a 3-year contract, and people really liked me here, and I kind of liked it myself. I liked the people, I liked the franchise, I liked Fox 2.
Is it crazy having brought your son, I'm sure, to work numerous times when he was a kid, and then seeing him actually working at the station?
Well, when Scotty was a little boy, Dad would have to take him to work sometimes because my wife worked in California and she worked here as well. He'd be 2-3 years old and he learned, we're going in the studio now. What's the rule? And he'd say, I can't talk, and and he would, and I would really do this thing, and he'd be sitting by me playing with his little Power Ranger man or whatever.
The feeling you felt when you found out you were a grandfather and you got to hold your grandson for the first time.
Well, I was super excited. I was driving home from work, and my wife put me on a 3-way call with Scotty, and I was thinking, oh, the kid's gonna ask for money, And then I was surprised with being told that I was gonna be a grandfather. So I was super excited and flipped out.
Well, hey, Rob Wolchek, man, Mr. Wolchek, it's been a pleasure to be working with you the past 4 years, but also just to take a ride with you. Thank you for sharing your stories, man, and best of luck in retirement.
Thank you, Brandon. You're the man. I love working with you. The thing I'm going to miss the most, like people say, what are you going to miss the most? What I'm going to miss the most is all of the friendships I've made with people like you and all of the people that work here, from the cleaning ladies up to the management. That's what I'm going to miss the most, is that I love all of the people that I work with. I'm blessed to have been of service and to meet people like you and camera people and everybody, and I'm going to miss that. So I hope everybody stays in touch, because that's what I love.